Prince Harry breaks his silence after losing the security battle in the United Kingdom and pledges to appeal the decision. Prince Harry has taken legal action against the Home Office after the decision was made to change his security arrangements when he stepped down as a member of the royal family. Welcome to Royal Pancakes. Please don't forget to subscribe and click the notifications bell, so you don't miss anything about the British royal family. Prince Harry's lawyers have spoken out after the prince lost his legal challenge against the Home Office over his right to automatic police protection. They said that the prince intends to appeal the decision to the Supreme Court. Retired High Court Judge Sir Peter Lane delivered his ruling on February 28, following a hearing in December, where the court found there was no contravention of the law in the decision reached to strip him of his taxpayer-funded guarantee. The judge found that any departure from policy was justified and that the decision was not irrational or tainted by procedural injustice. In response, a legal spokesman for the Duke of Sussex said, "The Duke of Sussex will appeal today's ruling, rejecting his claim for judicial review against the decision-making body RAFIC, which includes the Home Office, the Royal Household and the Metropolitan Police." Although these classifications are not used by RAVEC, but there are three categories, as revealed during the lawsuit, that comprise the RAVEC suite: the role-based category, the casual category, and the other VIP category. The Duke is not asking for preferential treatment, but rather a fair and lawful application of RAFIC's own rules, ensuring that he receives the same consideration as others in accordance with RAFIC's written policy. In February 2020, RAFIC failed to apply its written policy towards the Duke of Sussex and excluded him from a risk analysis certain. The Duke's case is that the so-called bespoke process that applies to him is no substitute for risk analysis. He added, "The Duke of Sussex hopes to obtain justice from the Court of Appeal and will not comment further while the case continues." The Duke of Sussex sued the Home Office after the Executive Committee for the Protection of Royalty and Public Figures ruled in February 2020 that he should receive a different level of protection when in the UK. Harry and his wife, Meghan Markle, moved to the US after resigning as working royals, and the prince has since expressed concern that his family would be at risk if he brought them to the UK due to his loss of security. His lawyers previously told the court he had been singled out and treated less favorably in the decision, adding that the failure to conduct a risk assessment to understand the impact of a potential attack on him was unlawful and unfair. The High Court ruled that it could not award Harry any compensation even if such an injustice occurred because the outcome of his claim would likely not have been significantly different. Instead, the Duke and Duchess' security will be arranged, depending on the perceived risks to their safety, as is the case with other visiting dignitaries. The government has continued to call for Harry's claim to be rejected, arguing that RAVEC, who falls under the jurisdiction of the Home Office, is entitled to have his protection terminated, and should be considered on a case-by-case basis. Home Office lawyers said the Duke was no longer a member of the group of people whose security status was under regular review by RAVEC, but had been returned to the group in appropriate circumstances. Upon hearing the ruling, a Home Office spokesperson said, "We are pleased that the court has ruled in favor of the government's position in this case, and we are carefully considering our next steps. It would be inappropriate to comment further." The UK government's protective security regime is strict and proportionate. Our long-standing policy is not to provide detailed information about these arrangements, because doing so could compromise their integrity and affect the security of individuals. Prince Harry now lives in Montecito, California with Meghan and their two children, Prince Archie and Princess Lilibet. The family are expected to travel to the UK in May to attend a gala event at St Paul's Cathedral to mark the 10th anniversary of the Invictus Games.